sorry, but there is nothing funnier, in my opinion, than when a man blocks you. It's like, okay, diva.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you can't afford a woman's lifestyle, then date within your budget. Stop shaming women for wanting what you can't provide.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Men Only titled Leftover Women Are Shocked That Men Are Blocking Them. Interesting. Apparently blocking people is strictly for women. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Lock the Bounty Hunter. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comment, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
Do we need men?
Yes.
Starting with you, going around the table.
Do I need a man? No. Does the world need him? The world needs people.
Into the mic.
Humans, people in general. Do I personally need a man? No. Does the world need women, men alike? Yeah.
You can just tell with women like her, they just hate men,
man. In other ways.
Me, no. Me personally, are you asking me personally, do I feel like I need a man at any point in my life?
But the only reason why she's demanding context to the question is because she's fishing for an excuse to bash men, because she knows that the world needs men, but she doesn't want to give men that kind of basic credit.
Do you need men?
Me? No.
But, well, if the world and society needs men, don't you two need men? As you are a...
I am completely okay with going off-grid, living on an island. In peace.
How would you get to the island?
Build a boat.
You would build the boat yourself?
Yeah.
Which island are you? There's the Channel Islands out here. You would go to those islands, or which island in particular?
Wherever. Wherever my boat takes me.
She honestly thinks that being marooned on a tropical island is going to be some kind of a relaxing vacation. She's probably convinced that seawater is good to drink because of electrolytes.
Take an airplane to get to the island?
Probably not, because I don't have a license to fly it.
Just a question. So you would, so you'd build a boat. You'd build a boat. Where would you get the materials to build the boat? Like Home Depot?
Chop down trees.
You would chop down trees.
Why not?
With what tool?
Chainsaw queen.
You
can operate a chainsaw.
You can make.
You don't need muscles to operate that shit. That is a muscle for you.
Ride some stone down, sharpen it.
You would make the axe yourself.
At this point, she's just acting like a child. She's just trying to get a rise out of everyone because she knows that she can't build a boat and she would never survive on an island by herself. But she refuses to be wrong, so she's tripling down on this lunacy.
I would do whatever I needed to.
You wouldn't just go buy it at Home Depot?
No.
So just to be clear, where would you get the metal from? Would you smelt the metal yourself too?
You don't necessarily need metal.
To make... Okay.
You can build a wooden boat.
No. I'm talking...
Might not get very far because the wood will get...
I'm sorry, is metal not a component of an axe?
You don't necessarily need a metal axe.
No.
But you said you would get an axe.
If I had to make one with the materials I had available to me.
You almost have to give credit to this woman for just being so damn stubborn. But I say almost because she's disagreeing for the sake of disagreeing, not because she has anything actually to say.
You'd cut down the tree.
Would you rather I gnaw at it?
What do you mean? You just look. You're saying you don't need men, and you would just go live on an island by yourself. But how would you get there?
An island, a mountain, a cave. It doesn't, I'm not.
Are you insinuating that women can't arrive at an island without a man's help? Why can't we get to an island without you? I don't understand that.
Well, I mean, she's saying she would build a boat, so I'm exploring.
Build a boat?
At this point, someone needs to challenge her to build a boat that could withstand crossing an entire ocean. She hates men that much, she might as well put her money where her mouth is.
Build a hut.
Well, I'll actually take it further. So I would postulate that absent men, and there was only women in society, society would be in free fall collapse within hours. Women do not and cannot. This is my claim.
Hey, he gonna cook. He gonna cook.
Then don't know how.
If he gonna cook, he gonna cook.
Cannot maintain modern infrastructure. It's not even possible.
There is no shame in admitting that society needs men in order to function. That's the one thing that women like this will never actually understand. They have so much contempt for us, but they still expect us to serve for their comforts.
There's a good men epidemic right now, and we need to talk about it. Me, along with all of my friends, are all single. We have so many hobbies. We go to run clubs, the gym, social events. Like, we're out there. We're working, right? But every single time I meet a man who has anything interesting to say, he's always in a freaking relationship. So it's true. Where are the good men at? Where are y'all finding them? Because I can't find any.
Everything is an epidemic with women like this. There isn't a shortage of good men. There are literally millions of them. The problem is that they confuse good with rich, handsome, and willing to get with less.
At this point, why would you date men? Ever, ever, ever again. I'm sitting alone in my house, in a silk robe. My bills are paid. Who paid them? Me. I'm eating blackberries. I'm drinking rosé. I'm about to start Harry Potter. Nobody's fucking stressing me out. Nobody's fucking sitting next to me on the couch being a little wimp. Why, ladies? Why?
Apparently, this woman won at life because she has a silk robe and is going to rewatch Harry Potter while drinking wine. My goodness, man, what does the world actually come to?
So, I got friend-zoned. Tonight, I finally got the courage to ask one of my guy friends out and admit my feelings for him. And I asked him to be my boyfriend, and he said no. He did not feel the same way for me, and he said that he just wanted to be friends. I have been crying all night, and I feel like I ruined our friendship because I admitted my feelings for him.
Women have no problem throwing dudes in the friend zone if it means getting something out of it, but when they get thrown into the friend zone themselves, they need to cry about it because it's just, too unfair.
And when we hung out, I thought we had a connection and there were sparks, and I guess I misread the whole thing. It sucks when someone doesn't feel the same way about you. I wish I didn't admit to him that I wanted a relationship, because I feel like I embarrassed myself.
She's acting like getting rejected by men is the worst feeling in the world, but what she doesn't understand is how even in the rejection game, she still gets to play it on easy mode.
Okay, so I am a plus-size girly, and I'm on Hinge, and last night I was giving my Hinge like a little, okay, sorry, that was gross, a little revamp, like redoing my pictures. I don't know, it was just time for a refresh. So I took a screenshot of all my pictures, put it into ChatGPT, and I was like, what do you think of these? And she approved, but she gave me like a new order, like how to rearrange them, which by the way, highly recommend because she ate.
It's interesting how women like this can somehow create new red flags just by talking. By referring to ChatGPT as she, you can already tell everything you need to know about her right off the bat, and none of it is good.
But I was like, okay, be honest, like, do these pictures accurately show what my size is? Because I just have this, and I know that I'm not alone because I've seen other plus size girls talk about this, like this insecurity or fear that you're catfishing when like you're literally not. Like, I have multiple full body pictures, but it's just like a fear that you're going to show up on a date and a guy's going to be like, oh my god, like, you're huge.
The best solution to her problem is to go on a diet, go to the gym and get healthier, but she refuses to do that. She just expects men to love her for who she is without any obligation to change anything about herself.
Anyway, so I was like, do these pictures accurately show my size? And chat was like, yeah, especially this photo, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, like, easy. And then it was like, do you want me to tell you like the second best photo that accurately describes your size? No, I don't. I think we're good. I think that'll be good for the night. Thank you.
The second that ChatGPT told her that her photos make her look overweight, she was very quick to stop referring to the AI as she. It's all wonderful until a modern woman is forced to face a truth that she doesn't actually want to hear.
The older you get, the more you realize men are intentional. Men are intentional with their time, with the amount of money they spend on you, with putting in the time and effort and love and care and support, literally the full thing. Men are intentional. If they want you, they will make the effort. If they want you, they will communicate. If they want you, you will know. Not be left out in the dust. Whatever social media always tells you, like, oh my gosh, he's just playing like hard to get, there's no such thing. If a man is playing hard to get, he's a princess. Okay? He should be the one courting you. He should be the one chasing you. Men in nature are literally designed to be initiators. He initiates, he takes the lead, and you reciprocate. That simple.
There are plenty of men who will try and move heaven and earth to make their women's lives easier. The problem is that modern women made it too much work for literally nothing in return. That's why men are walking away.
The saga of men continuing to have the audacity continues. So I never spoke on here about this specific guy, but I was talking to him a couple months back. I met him at my job. It was a super messy situation. He had a lot of baggage. He had children. I was like, I don't need to be dealing with this. And on top of that, he told me I needed a pedicure, didn't offer to pay for the pedicure, insisted I let him get me my tints for my car, made me pay for the tints. Grown-ass man. So I'm just like, I was off it.
There is nothing about what she's saying that actually makes sense. Men don't really tell women to get tints for their car or to get pedicures, so it wouldn't be surprising if she's lying about everything because this guy didn't want her.
I was like, you already have the baggage. You're clearly cheap. We're good. So the situation was just deaded. And then he unfollowed me. Obviously, he unfollowed me. Why wouldn't he? It's 2025. Men unfollow women on Instagram. Anywho, I get a call today. I see his name. It's been months. I'm like, what could this be about? He started off, hey, how's everything? I was thinking about you. What? I wasn't thinking about you. I was like, hey, what's up? What can I do for you?
If this man was truly so awful, she wouldn't even bother to answer the phone. She would have blocked his number and moved on. So clearly she's still very interested in this guy. She just refuses to say that part out loud.
He was like, yeah, I hope all is well. I'm calling you because what are you doing this weekend? Sir, just tell me what the fuck you want to tell me. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm going to be in New York. He's like, I think you should cancel your plans. And now he's going back and forth with me for like 5 minutes straight. You should just cancel your plans. I'm like, tell me why. He's like, you should just cancel your plans. I'm like, tell me why. Like, what? He goes, we have a jet going to Exuma in the Bahamas. $300,000 on the last trip was spent. It's one of my clients. The yacht is 90 feet, yada, yada, yada.
She's complaining about how this guy had the nerve to talk to her for literally 5 minutes. At this point, she's just looking for excuses to complain about a guy who's inviting her on an exotic vacation.
First thought in my brain is, it's not your yacht, it's not your trip, it's your client's money. What is you telling me about the $300,000 spent in the last trip? What is that doing for my life? How is that affecting me? Is he using it on me? And I literally said to him, I said, is that guy married, your client? He goes, yeah, he's going with his wife. So I thought of you, the most normal, perfect, fun, loving girl that I know. First of all, who said I'm normal? Who said I'm normal? What? Like, stop putting false allegations out there.
This is why taking women like this on a trip is completely pointless. It's not enough that everything is paid for. If the dude doesn't own it all, then she's going to use that against him. Dudes can't win with women like this.
Normal? No, never heard of her. So I'm like, this is weird. I said, how many people did you ask before this phone call to go on this trip? And he laughed, and I said, I'm assuming that's a lot. I'm going to assume like 4. He said, actually, it was 3. And then continued on to say, but you really should come. Like, I really was. Like, you were my first choice. I was just scared to call you. Like, shut the fuck up. And since I called him out about being a cheapie for the tints and the pedicure, the last time we spoke months ago, he was like, yeah, if you cancel your flight to New York, I'll reimburse you. Am I on the job? Why are we saying reimbursed? You could have just said, like, I got your flight if you can't handle it. Or, like, anything else than reimburse. And this is why men ain't shit. This is why I'm single. I don't know why he thought he could call me to invite me to plans after months of not speaking to me, unfollowing me on Instagram, and then bragging about his client's money as a way of trying to convince me to cancel my original trip to New York. The audacity.
There is no way that this story is true. The more she insults this guy, the more it sounds like he invited another woman, and she's angry that he didn't tolerate her terrible attitude. She's the type of woman who would stoop that low. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.